eno ye Extreme Media UJ. Subscribe for all updates.
I can tell you that, I was walking along these lines. You are free to adopt what I was doing or to devote to your own.
United free for liberty together.
You said we are accounting for properties and all. Ministers don't account for anything. We are just like hotel guests. You come, sleep, and go away. You don't wash the sheets, you don't clean. You are not answerable for anything. Yours is political leadership. Mr. Minister, at my age, I'm now 75 years of age. And he's a young man. Why should I eat when my body no longer absorbs the food, when there is somebody who needs food? So what I was trying to do, those who are criticizing me, what I was trying to do was to expose him, to raise him as a dominant force when I'm what we call a dying force. To make him a dominant force when I'm a dying force. I'm retiring. When I was at what I said, maybe this may be my last posting, because at 80, I don't know. I don't want to say, they say never, but every single day that goes by, you get closer to your grave by that day. Every time when you say good morning, you forget that you are getting closer to. And so that's what I was trying to do to David. Well, Katonda Jari. The actually say, now I want to thank you. I want to welcome you to this department. To this Department of Internal Affairs, like General David has said. It's not a walkover. It's not an easy matter. It's a department of responsibility where you have to tread on, sometimes on eggshells. I want to thank all of you who have worked with me here, who made my stay pleasant. I have not enjoyed the ministry like I've enjoyed where I've gone. I enjoyed, that's why I started when I became senior minister. So to me, when I went there, I said, hey gentlemen, this is homecoming. Actually, the ministry I have enjoyed most in my tour of duty is water and environment. Then it was land, water and environment. It's a very comfortable ministry. No, it's not. Yeah. So, but I also enjoyed working with you. My style of leadership was, like I always said, do your work. I don't want to do anybody's work. Do your work. I'm very grateful to Sereko. It's Madame Sereko here. We have a special relationship. Not with her, but with her mother. Because we were classmates, and she was very present and cheeky. She was always very troublesome in class. So that's why I welcome the Sereko here as Under Secretary. She's reliable, Mr. Professor. She's a reliable person. Haji Bogere there, they have institutional memory. And they are responsible officers. When you bring other people from the army, it will take them time to learn. First of all, to transfer from being soldiers to being civil servants. Then learn the growth and projection of the immigration department. That takes time. During that time, we could easily slip back to what the department used to be. So since Kambere and Murari have grown up within the department, seen the transformation, I think it's best suited for them to pick over the baton and continue. So I asked him to take back his officers. I don't know whether he accepted my advice, but that's my advice. The advice I gave to him. If he takes it, well and good. If he doesn't, it will work. That's his business, because I'm not the appointing authority. But that's what I told him. I believe in, like I said about General Move, I believe in this gradual transformation of resource. If people have been trained like Rose and Queen, why should you remove them and then bring Kateo and his poison? And no Chaya, who is used to beating people. to go to, that kind of, if they are there and they are assets and they've not done wrong, why don't you give them opportunity to prove themselves, to perform? And I'm happy with the Department of Immigration. It's not the immigration, the two officers who went out plus Kambere transformed the immigration you used to know to the immigration that it is, and I'm proud of. So our resources force but Rose has been managing albeit the difficulties, the difficult circumstances within which she's been working. And I'm very glad, Rose, I'm glad to work with you, and keep it up. Before I left, I think I extended you, I don't want to say. Now this man is called Kateo, the police. I have issues with them. Some of them were not listening. Their problem was they were not listening. You tell them, don't do this, then you hear they've done this. You tell them, you remember, you call them here and say, you gentlemen. First of all, they denied me information. They were to go and tell your people that you were denying the information. You didn't know my background. I'm an intelligence officer. Everything you were doing, I knew. The only difference is that I kept quiet. If you want people to hang themselves, give them enough rope. So that when they jump, the rope does not break. So I knew what was happening. I kept quiet. I allowed you to go around. Then I removed the blanket. You can see what has happened. But with the police, you remember, all was going well until Katsagas left. You remember we were doing very well until your regime came in. You are not, but I want to say you are not party to. I'm very glad that you are not party to. And incidentally, falling is not the end of the journey. Getting up is not the problem. Is the problem. Not getting up is the problem. Because I used to warn you, don't do this, don't do this. Like the promotions. How many times did I call for promotions? You remember the meetings. I say, I want to promote this young man. I want to do this. Then they will go and say, no, we are not ready. You are not ready. My friend, life goes on and it doesn't wait for travelers. A plane that is scheduled to fly does not wait for passengers. If you are late, you find the door closed. I wanted to do the promotions. I hope people are ready, you do it. Those young people who wanted to promote deserve their promotion. I don't want to die and they say, Otafire left without doing this for us. Me, I did my work. The rest is up to you. And don't think I've left the Ministry of Internal Affairs. I told you. I told you, people said, you pray wrong, I'm from. There are certain things you people work for promotion. For us, we work for what we believe. That's why we put our lives online to ensure that we improve the quality of life of the people in Uganda. So, Professor, he will help you. I am comfortable with him. Of course, there are some of these people who are victims of circumstances. But as time goes on, they will be sorted out. We shall sort out the wheat from the chaff. Hunt like a leopard, not a lion. When you go around telling people you are a lion in style, leopards creep. They go slowly, they do things better than they can. And that's my style of leadership. Okay? Otherwise, as for small arms, me, I was trained to handle big arms. Not small. those programs as for what is it? Community service. Community service. I don't know what they. You know, they are there. They were doing well. Then this was.
So, Honorable, I hand over to you on behalf of the Minister of Water and the Environment.
You welcome him by handing over these instruments. Then I congratulate him on taking my chair. Okay. I hope you don't tell me. This man, I bought his cows and when I left justice, he took over from me. Now this is the third time. Next time, I'll not be there.
I'm telling you, I'm going to follow him until he pays me.
You know, there is a word they call Okunyaga.
As I have said, the responsibility of serving as a Minister of Internal Affairs, whose mandate is to guarantee internal security, preserve law and order, and ensure peace, security, and stability of the country. I therefore receive this appointment with a sense of humility, with a sense of dedication, with a sense of high duty. I want to make reference when, I must confess, I read my name and I saw it on the TV. My immediate reaction was the way understanding the magnitude of the problem of this ministry from outside. For you, you're from inside. Peace, security and stability, law and order in this country, addressing issues of migration, issues of NIRA, issues of people stealing cows, goats, all those issues of guaranteeing a rule of law in this country and justice for all. My definition of the problem was huge. Consequently, I made reference to the Bible. In the book of Exodus, it is written, God called on Moses to lead his people from Egypt to the promised land. Moses was 80 years, and his brother was 83. To lead people who had been slaves for these years out of slavery into promised land, it was a huge task. It is recorded in the Bible. Moses pleaded with God. He said, my goodness, how can I do this? Moses was stammering. He said, I cannot even persuade, I cannot even convince. And it is recorded in the book. He said, God said, I am the creator of the mouth, so if you don't have a mouth, I can create one. If the challenge is huge, I will be on your side. The rest is history. So I made a resolution in my heart. I will take up the task if you are on my side. If the appointing authority is on my side, if these great people who are handing over to me are on my side, we will tell mountains to move, and they will move. We will ensure this country is peaceful, is in order, and we can guarantee, in accordance with this mandate, security, peace, and stability. I therefore come in a special way. The outgoing Minister, Major General Kaino Otafire, and his colleague, General David Mhoz, for their long and distinguished service to Uganda and for the leadership they have provided to this ministry in the last 5 years. The handover report, I have looked at it. This handover report, I have looked at this handover report. And my conclusion on this handover report Clearly, it demonstrates that the ministry has registered significant achievements in internal security, law and order, citizenship registration, identity management, migration control, prisons management, forensic services, NGOs registration, peace building, and policy reform. You have done well. Join me to thank you. You have done extremely very well. You only know General retired Kahindo Otafire and his colleague, General David Muhoozi. I thank you both for your stewardship, for your commitment, and your contribution to building the institutions that are central to Uganda's peace, stability, and national development. As you may know, General Kahindo Otafire is a diplomat. You may know, yes, he's a diplomat. Kahindo Otafire is a rebel, or shall I say, former rebel. Kahindo Otafire is a liberator. He's a retired military officer. He's a politician. He's a minister of long standing. This last time when the vetting committee of parliament was vetting him, this was 7th vetting in a row for Honorable Kahindo Otafire. So you can imagine, 8th. It was 8th vetting of the same General Kahindo Otafire. So you can see the magnitude of the experience that he brings.
And ask them why they have changed the syllabus.
And they have not, yours is completely out. You have done an excellent job, and we commend you. And we take over this task with determination, the task that we are taking over. This has been a formidable team, and it has provided the leadership of the ministry for the last 5 years, and we commend them. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the Ministry of Internal Affairs occupies a key strategic position in the governance and security architecture of Uganda. Its mandate is to guarantee internal security, as I have mentioned, ensure law and order, maintain peace and stability, and protect and preserve citizenship and identity. This mandate is implemented through a broad institutional framework comprising the ministry headquarters, Uganda Police, Uganda Prison Services, National Citizenship, Immigration Control, National Identification and Registration Authority, Government Analytical Laboratory, and other affiliated authorities and boards. This means the ministry is not only a security institution, it is also a service delivery institution, a justice support institution, a citizenship institution, a regulatory institution, and a key pillar of national stability. As a citizenship and identity system, service delivery, planning, and national security are simply weakening. Therefore, our work must remain focused, coordinated, and result-oriented. It needs development of high-caliber legal enforcement personnel with moral authority and integrity and professional competence to execute the mandate of this ministry. This is where I'm coming from. So, General, I listen to you. As long as you focus on competence, you should have no doubting. As long as you are competently executing your work, you will find comfort and support from me as your minister. You have the acts they have given me, each one of you guys, you have an act. establishing you. So what is my role? My role is to provide leadership, not micromanaging your institution. Is to coordinate your work, to answer for you where you are not, to answer for you in parliament, to answer for you in cabinet. So your action is not independent of the others. That's it. The teamwork, let me say it very loudly. We promote teamwork. We promote discipline. Incidentally, discipline is not fear of arrest or punishment. Discipline is the capacity to know the difference between wrong and right, and you do it without anybody asking you to do it. That capacity. And being forces, armed forces, disciplined forces. To be forces requires you indeed to show a sense of humility. The Chinese will tell you power lies in the barrel of the gun, but that barrel of the gun must be disciplined by civilian authority. This is very hard. Some officers. And may I share with you, countries which have experienced violence in the past have a high risk of repeating the same. We must work very hard never again to experience the violence we have seen in the past. I believe strongly in the rule of law. I believe strongly in civilian authority in governance. I therefore, yes, I believe in coordinated leadership. There is no way, you can't act, you can't behave like you are silos. You can't, it is not possible. If we are a ministry, it is just one ministry, with one minister, with one permanent secretary, with all the institutions linked together to perform the job.
Okay, we have processed, Honorable Minister. I want to invite you for a group photo.
Wait. Now that I'm taking the chair.
Okay, Honorable.
So, take comfort. We are going to...
For you, just
Abalungi abatuuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tuchaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Sebo sanyusa okubalaba amannya agange Seeka Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tumuwa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba, tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa. Abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombera edduwa, ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala. Neetaase enamba yange yeeno eri 0701763711. Nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu, viza zibuze, amaka gakolongotana, sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo, ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go, ebyo byokka bijja kummala, nja kukulombera edduwa, ojja kutereera. Olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa ey'awamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.